pre-Halloween, or at least 2 weeks after Halloween. Haven't really had the time to film this video in the past 2 weeks, so finally getting around to shooting Halloween Horrorthon Part 4. You may think I'm talking a bit fast here, but that's because I just filmed the first 10 minutes of this video, and then my webcam crashed and YouTube didn't want to process my video, so that was annoying. Just give me a second. Anyway, explaining this, it was Children Need today, and every year my school, the sixth formers, dress up for Children Need, so I went for the Joker. But anyway, jumping in the non-Halloween films, actually, Halloween 6 is Jamie's baby is born and is looked after by a creepy Paul. It's pretty bad. And the reason I'm giving such a short summary is because I talk at length about Halloween 6, but really it's Halloween 5. So yeah, Halloween 6, it just wasn't good. There's not really much I can say about it. It's just got the elements of, it's just a bad film. It's just not scary. The story's not good. The acting isn't brilliant. It's just everything about it is just subpar. So I wouldn't recommend Halloween 6. Sorry, I just had to sort something out there. Well, really, you'll just see a cut there. Hopefully, if I remember to do it. Anyway, let's get straight into it. First off, I just say I only actually own one of the films I'm going to talk about. The rest were watched on Netflix and somewhere else. I'll talk about that in a bit. First off, I'm going to talk about Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Halloween H2O, or H20, 20 years later, so obviously it takes place 20 years later, released in 98, 20 years later. Follows Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, who's now who's actually still alive. She wasn't actually dead, and now she's I'll finish this and I'll explain this. It takes place 20 years later, and she's still alive, which, apparently she faked the death and just left her little kid alone with strangers, which was stupid. She's a headmistress of a private school. She's in a relationship with one of the teachers, and she's got a son there. And basically, all the students are going away on a trip, and she didn't want her son to go because it's Halloween. So basically, the teacher persuades her to let him go, and she says he can go, but instead of going, he instead gets together with his girlfriend and his friend and his girlfriend, and they go to an abandoned house or something. I can't remember what exactly, and then I'm trying to remember what happens, and then I think Michael Myers escapes from a hospital or something. I'm not sure where he escapes from, just use that doesn't work. And basically he hunts them down. It's basically the story of in Halloween, and then Laurie kills Michael Myers, and it looks like that'll be the end of it. It was a pretty decent film. It's about on par with the fourth one. It's not great. It's not as good as the first two, but not terrible. But in Halloween Resurrection, they completely destroy that ending by saying that it wasn't Michael Myers. Michael Myers actually escaped and put the mask on somebody else. So Laurie killed a random person, which makes no sense. By the way, it is at the end. It's the ending of it. The ending of H2O kind of signifies that it was Michael, and it was going to be a nice end to the franchise. But no, Halloween Resurrection. He didn't die, and since he didn't die, Resurrection is a stupid title, because you can't resurrect something that wasn't dead. It doesn't work. So basically, the opening of Resurrection is Michael Myers hunting down Laurie Strode, who's in a madhouse. I thought the opening was pretty good, actually. It's just the rest of the film, not so much. I think the premise of it is kind of good. Kids, teens in the Michael Myers house doing a reality show. But yeah, the execution, not so much. For one, it's stupid that Michael Myers is going after these random teens, because all through the franchise it's been established that he goes after his family. He goes after his family. He goes after Laurie and the first two in H20 in 4. I can't remember what the fourth one's about. Okay. Then the only one that I actually have with me, I own even, is Rob Zombie's Halloween. This is the last Halloween film I've watched. I haven't got around to watching the second Rob Zombie film yet. Yeah, I didn't like this film. We got the first 25 minutes is spent talking, basically going over what happened in the first 2 minutes of the original one, which is annoying. Yeah, it takes like 25 minutes for him to kill his sister, which there it is there. And his sister is horrible. His whole family is horrible. I absolutely hate them, and it's just stupid. Like you feel sympathetic for the family in the original one because they seem fine. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the sister, and nor the parents. The man's in a suit, the woman's in a dress. You don't really know much about them, but they don't seem horrible. And here they're just horrible people. And it tries to make you feel sympathetic for them, but it's stupid. You only feel sympathetic for a serial killer. That's just not right. You're trying to give him humanity when he shouldn't have humanity. It's just wrong. And yeah, I didn't look. The film was just. I mean, it wasn't absolutely terrible, but it wasn't good. It definitely wasn't good. As well, there's so many sex jokes in this. When there really doesn't have to be. He just throws sex jokes in there for no reason. And yeah, I'd say skip that one. Don't watch it. Actually, I'd say skip everything after the original Halloween 2. You don't really need to watch anything after that. Just ignore the rest of the franchise. Okay, so now for the films outside of the Halloween franchise to watch. The first one is Excision, a 2012 film about this kind of outcast girl who has these weird sexual fantasies, and it's hard to explain the story. It's a really messed up film. It's really good, actually. The acting in it is really good. The writing, the directing, everything about this film is it's really good. I would recommend this one. It's pretty messed up. It's not for the faint of heart. But I'd say if you want to know what this film's like, go watch the horrible reviews review of it. I think it's in one of his most disgusting movies ever series. That gives you a better look at it. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a good film. It's messed up, but pretty good. I would recommend that one. It's on Netflix. That's where I watched it. So I'd say definitely watch that. Then I watched The Eye, starring Jessica Alba, who basically is a blind woman who gets, I think it's a cornea transplant or something like that, and it's the corneas of a Spanish woman, and she keeps on getting this vision of burning and weird imagery. It's weird, but not in a good way. It just doesn't really make sense, and it's not really a horror film. It's supposed to be a horror film. It's a remake of a Japanese film, which looks a lot scarier. But yeah, this film it wasn't good. Jessica, was it Jessica Alba? Oh, when I keep on getting things wrong. Maybe J-Lo. I'm not. I actually can't remember. I'm starting to think it wasn't Jessica Alba. No, it was Jessica Alba. I got it right. Whose sister is Parker Posey, which makes no sense because they look nothing alike. Because Jessica Alba's more dark skinned and Parker Posey's incredibly white skinned. Like incredibly, well, not this white, but well, kind of this white. She's like, well, actually probably whiter than that. She's very fair skinned, but Jessica Alba dark skinned. I mean, yeah, dark skinned. I don't know how to explain it, but Jessica Alba and Parker Posey do not look like sisters. And yeah, this film I'd say stay away from it. I watched this on Netflix as well. Thankfully, I didn't pay for this. It's not good. It's not scary at all, and I hated the ending. The ending was terrible. Next one I watched was Another Me. Absolute shit. This is it's a 2014 film starring Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones, Chris Evans from Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 1, and Chris Evans has been in lots of things. What's in it? Greg Sulkin from Wizard of the Waverly Place, and the film 66, which is a really good film actually. And Jonathan Rhys Meyers from The Choose, I think he's in. I don't know him I don't know what he's in, but he's supposedly a good actor. Tracy Evans is a good actor. Sophie Turner's passable in Game of Thrones. She's not one of the best, but she's okay. And Greg Sokkin's pretty decent. But they were all terrible in this film. This film is absolutely god awful. It's based on a book, and maybe it's scary in the book, but it's terrible. It's a good concept where she's basically got a doppelganger, and it's pretty good. And the twist is kind of interesting, but it's just the film itself is just terrible. Acting's pretty poor. Tracy Evans's accent seems way out of place. I think it takes place in like London, well, something like that. Everyone has English accents, and then he's there with a thick Welsh accent, which just seems really out of place. It just seems weird. And I mean, obviously people in England will have Welsh accents, but I mean, not that thick if they've been living there for at least like 17 years. So I think that's about the age of Sophie Turner, 17, 18. So he wouldn't. Somebody that's been living there about that long would not have that thick an accent, Welsh accent. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this. It's just terrible. The acting's terrible. The directing's not great. The script's terrible. It's not scary at all. I just say stay away from this. Get as far away from this film as you can. Just don't watch it. Don't go near it with a 10-foot shitty pole. That's a nice image. Next one I watched was Your Next, which came out last year. It's more of an independent film. I think it got made in like 2011 and didn't come out until last year. And it's about this group of people, this family who gets together for this Easter. I don't know what that was. This meal, and basically get attacked by people outside. And it's a good concept. The ending was so badass, and the twist was amazing. But the rest of the film, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. But the main actress in it, I'm not sure what her name is, but she was a real badass. The film, not great. Then I watched Life After Death, which this and another meal I watched on G2G.fm, something like that. It's a website my brother showed me. And yeah, basically I used to watch films on Megashare, but that's gone now, so watch them on here. Life After Death, it stars Dane DeHaan, Aubrey Plaza, Anna Kendrick, briefly, John C. Reilly, and Shannon, something Shannon. I recognise her face. I'm pretty sure she was in The Way We're Back. No, Kings of Summer. She played Nick Robinson's mum in that, I think. What's it called? You can look it up on Wikipedia. See what her name is. Elizabeth Shannon? Molly Shannon. Yeah. Stars Aubrey Plaza, Dane DeHaan, Anna Kendrick, Molly Shannon, and John C. Reilly. Great cast. It's basically a sort of horror com, like Shaun of the Dead. That was advertised as the first horror romantic comedy. Well, zombie romantic comedy, which is this is as well. Basically, Aubrey Plaza dies. She was in a relationship with Dane DeHaan, compared to John C. Reilly and Molly Shannon. She dies and then she comes back to life. And basically John C. Reilly and Molly Shannon want to keep her in the dark, don't want people knowing about her, and then Dane DeHaan goes around there, sees her, and starts going out with her again, and basically as it goes along she slowly deteriorates mentally and physically, becomes more like a zombie. And yeah, it's a decent film. It's decent. It's more of a rom-com than a horror, really, because there are horror elements in it. He's in a relationship with a zombie. Different from a warm body stuff. She's not a full-blown zombie. Well, not as zombie as they are in warm bodies, which is actually pretty decent as well. I'd say watch that as well. But yeah, I'd recommend this if you like Dane DeHaan and Aubrey Plaza. If you don't like them or sort of their type of film, I'd say skip it. But otherwise, watch it. And the final film I'm going to talk about is Insidious Chapter 2. This came out last year. I actually went to see it in cinema. It's obviously a sequel to Insidious. I'd say the first one's slightly better than this one, only slightly though. It's pretty decent. Everyone really returns from the last one. Lynn Shay, I think. Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, James Wan, directing again. Even though writing and styling is specs, and yeah, it's a decent film. If you like the first one, you're gonna like this one. It isn't as scary as the first one, but it's got some pretty decent scares. The story's really interesting, and the new guy, the new I don't know how to explain it. New paranormal guy. He's pretty cool as well. So basically, that's it. That is all I've got to talk about. That is finally it for my horrorthon, my Halloween horrorthon. So I hope you enjoy watching these videos, if anyone did watch them. And thanks for watching. Bye.